Hey, good morning, everyone. John Nugent here. Hey, I just got back from a morning run, and I was thinking about my upcoming podcast. And I recently had someone reach out to me and say, "Hey, John, how do you get on a savings plan? I can't seem to get on track with that. There's some things I want to save for, and I'm kind of worried about the future. What can I do to get on track with that?" And then they also commented how hard it was. They said, "I just can't find my way to do it. It's so hard." And trust me, it is hard. I've been there myself, and it's a challenge. It's definitely a challenge. So, um, anyways, this morning I'm running out. I'm outside running, and I got to thinking about when I started to run. And believe it or not, in the past there was a day when I could run like 50 miles a week. Now I run like a mile or two, and it's a really big deal. So, but it made me start to think about in the past why I started running. I started running 30 years ago. No, it's maybe 25 years ago, when I quit smoking. I know that's going to be a shock to some of you, but there was a point in my life where I was like smoking a pack a day. And I just got tired of it. One day I said, "All right, this is it." A friend of mine, John Russo, was a runner. And at the time, he kind of gave me some tips on getting started. So I decided to get my Nikes out, my Nike Air Max. I was a Nike guy at the time, and laced them up. Took one last puff of that cigarette and hit the road training for my first 5K. And it was so hard, dude. Like it was, it was really hard. It was probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Quit smoking and then start running at the same time. Um, in the beginning, I would run like a mile, and my heart would be pounding. My legs would be burning. It took me like weeks to kind of like just hit my first mile, and then kind of progress on from there to eventually 2 miles and 3 miles. But I refused to kind of let that hardness stop me. Um, I knew at the time it would take discipline to kind of get me to a 5K, but the discipline didn't necessarily come natural to me. So it's something I really had to work at. But over time, as I logged more miles and gained experience, I began to appreciate the importance of discipline and really how it can make a difference in running and just about everything I do in life. That discipline is just key to everything. I realized that my success in running required like a commitment, day in and day out. It wasn't something I could just do for a week and then skip a week and then come back 2 weeks later. It's something that I had to do day in and day out and really focus on the discipline. It's those small choices every day that can really add up to really big results over time. It's something that we all see in our daily lives and really made a difference when it came to running. I do remember one day I was out. And I finally kind of got things going. I'm out for a summer run, and I found myself running effortlessly. Like I felt like I was like Forrest Gump out there. I just kept running. My stride was good. My breathing was slow. Wasn't sweating much at all. I just felt like I could turn it on and run faster anytime I wanted to. I was like in total control of my run, and all that discipline had finally paid off. Really, really felt good at the time. So why am I telling you this? Because saving money is no different than picking up the pair of running shoes and those making those small contributions day in and day out of running that start to add up. Kind of like running, you'll find that there's like obstacles along the way, and saving for your future is no different. It takes discipline to start a savings plan. It takes discipline to start running. It takes discipline to really get things done in life in general. Um, Kind of like discipline, though, you'll have your ups and downs. I mean, you're going to have some days that are really painful as a runner, and you're going to have some days that are really painful when you're trying to save and emergencies come up and you want to just stop doing it. It really makes a difference when you find that discipline to keep things going, even when you don't want to or you feel like you can't. So just keep working away at those small increments, and it's really going to make a difference uh, when it comes to savings or it comes to running. The plans, I think it's Proverbs 21:5. Let me look it up. I had it wrote down in my notes. The plans of the diligent, 21:5. leads surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty. So it's just something to think about this week as we move forward. If you're struggling to save money, or you're just getting started on your financial journey, think of it as a marathon, pun intended, not a sprint. Just try to stay disciplined, stay focused, and trust the process, because over time, you're going to get the rewards, and both financial and personal are going to be worth the effort. So I don't know if that helps. I hope that helps some of you out there. Um, Thanks everybody for watching. Keep living the good life. If you got some questions or you want to talk about how to get on track for a savings plan, leave a comment below, send me a DM, and then we can talk about it. In the meantime, have a good week, and I appreciate you guys listening.